Welcome everybody, thanks for tuning in. So a long time ago I did a video about if the Honda Monkey needs a recall, and that was concerning the headlight popping out on the bike. So as you can see, there's a plastic housing and the bezel here. There's only 2 screws that hold this on and a tab in the top, and that tab will pop loose. Obviously it doesn't happen if you're riding on smooth surfaces, but riding off-road and gravel and just a little bit rougher surfaces will end up popping this thing loose. So obviously I did not get the call to action for a recall from Honda, so we're gonna have to try to figure something out here on our own, because I'm taking this bike to upstate New York at the end of the week, and we're gonna do some intense trail riding, and I plan on doing it like a travel vlog, travel moto vlog I guess you can say, and we're really gonna put this monkey to the test on the trails. So I just want to make sure that this headlight stays in while I'm up there, because it's really just an annoying problem. So let's see what we can figure out. So basically, we're looking at 2 screws. There's a screw in about the, I guess you could say the 8 o'clock position over here, and the screw over in about the 4 o'clock position over here. And in my first video, I showed you these screws, and I've taken this apart. That was the recall video. And this screw is not factory, because I actually had the screw pop out while I was riding and I didn't know it. So I had to steal a screw from one of my Mazda Miatas to put in there. And I heard a lot of people talk about the possibility of RTV sealing this stuff and then Loctiting the screws. Clearly Loctiting the screws will keep the screws in there, but I don't feel that Loctiting screws is going to keep this top from popping out. So basically we're going to look at what we can do with this tab on the top and see how we can keep it in there better. Alright, so here's our tab in question, and this tab goes underneath here, and there's an indentation and a lip that this is supposed to grab onto. So that's what I'm going to focus on. How can we get this lip and this tab to grab together better, which will eliminate this from popping out at the top here. Okay, forgive the shaky camera work on this, because I'm trying to sneak focus in on this tab, and I'm holding the flashlight in the other hand. But you can see that little square block kind of deal there, and the 2 fins. So that's where the metal tab from the bezel is supposed to grab. So there's not much room there. There's not much grip to be had there. So I'm going to look at maybe bending the tab to a little bit sharper of an angle. Alright, so I got a pair of Klein lineman's pliers here, and I'm just going to try to bend this back a little bit. Just give it a little bit more right angle, a little bit more edge to hopefully grab onto that notch in there a little bit better. Not really doing too much like I'd hoped it would. You can also take this headlight out. You can work on it on the bench too. So one more last ditch effort. I'm going to take some channel locks and see if I can't just get a little bit better of an angle and bend it up. It's kind of hard because the tool's hitting the top of the bezel, and that's the part you're going to see on the outside, so I don't really want to mar that up. Obviously. Looks like I got a little bit more of a right angle on it. It's almost 90 degrees now. It sure would be nice to get it to flip up a little bit more though. So I'm going to see if I can't figure that out. Might have to take the needle nose, because I'm going to get into this bezel here real soon. So now that we got the right angle in it that we were looking for, I'm going to try to bend the whole tab back a little bit. See if I can't get just a better overall angle on the tab. This is tough. There's not much room to work with here. Alright, so hopefully I got a little bit more of a kick on that. So let's put it back in and see if it doesn't grab better. I'm really liking the way that feels. You see, I inserted it first. Instead of putting the screws in first and snapping it back in, I inserted it up there first. And it does feel like it hooks in a lot better there. So, you know what? I'm not going to mess with RTV or anything yet until I try this out, because I can always throw RTV on this later. So, we're just going to go ahead and give this a whirl. It's the least invasive method I can see. I mean, I don't want to glue it all up, so I am going to Loctite the screws though, because that was a good idea. So let's go ahead and do that and we'll finish this up. Alright, so this might be a decision that I regret later, because if I want to get these screws off now, this is going to make it just a little bit harder. So I'm going to throw some medium strength Loctite, blue Loctite on there, on these little screws. But one thing I want to mention is to make sure you have a screwdriver with the right size tip, because you end up stripping out these screw heads pretty easily. So you know, don't use a screwdriver that's too big like I used to take them out. I had some trouble with that. So get you a nice properly fitting screwdriver, and that might even mean getting the JIS screwdrivers or the Japanese spec screwdrivers that they use for the Japanese bolts, obviously, because this is Japanese. I think it's Japanese. I know it's made in Thailand, so I'm not sure if it would be a JIS spec bolt or not. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and get this out on the trail and see how it works. I'm going to put it through some pretty heavy abuse up in the New York mountains. Lots of rocks, mud, gravel roads, lots of shaking around. So if this thing comes loose down here in Florida on sugar sand and you know, sort of hard pan and whatever, it's not that rough down here. So if we go up there to New York and it holds, I'm confident that it's going to hold just about anywhere. So I highlighted the fix in the first part of this video, and I wanted to give it some time up here in this bone-jarring world of dual sporting in Pennsylvania to see if I could get the headlight bezel to pop out. And it's been good. It has not popped out. So in my opinion, if it hasn't popped out from 3 days of riding in rocky roads and trails, it's probably going to be okay. Or I'm going to expose another weakness and it'll break there. But yeah, so I'm going to call that a win. Call that a success. Bending the tab to achieve more of a sharper right angle, and then Loctiting the screws on the side. I think that's going to be the trick to fixing this headlight issue on the Honda Monkey. So this is something I'd recommend everybody do. Some people said they hadn't had the problem with it, but as soon as I took my Monkey off-road, even on a grassy field, you're still going to have those small bumps that just shock the bike, and that's what causes the headlight to pop out. So you never know when you're going to want to go across a field or on a little back road like this. So save yourself the headache and go ahead and fix your headlight with that method I used in the beginning. And maybe Honda, if you're watching, I love this little bike, but put a little bit more of a bend on that headlight bezel. Everybody will be happier. So
Hope you guys think that was a pretty neat little hack. Nice little fix, don't cost you much of anything. Let me know what you think in the comments.